Hey everyone, this is Andrew here at Tower, and I'm here to talk to you about your Nakto electric bike and some potential maintenance issues that may pop up for you while you own the bicycle. So here we have our Nakto electric bike. This is the Camel F model, which is a step-through sort of cruiser city style bike. Comes stock with a rack and a basket on there. Now, if we're looking at this bike, in my opinion, the first thing that's sort of going to jump out to me is the drum brake in the rear. If we look, it's on the rear left side of the hub-driven motor. And we can see it here. And this is, hub-drivens are interesting brakes. They're sort of an older style brake that aren't quite as efficient as rim brakes and most importantly, disc brakes. Drum brake is more than likely going to be something that's going to have to be touched at some point. You're going to notice you're not getting a lot of braking power from it. You're probably going to end up bringing it in for an adjustment, maybe even switching to a potentially different style brake. On the front, you have regular rim style brakes. That's where a majority of your braking power is going to come from on this bike. Again, the drum brake in the rear isn't great. Most of your braking power is going to come from these rim brakes in the front. Now, because most of your braking power is going to come from the rim brakes in the front, you're going to find that you're going to be going through brake pads a lot. You know, this bike travels pretty quick, it's a bit heavy, so those brake pads are going to get eaten through quite fast. You're going to have to replace them pretty soon. One of the other things about this bike that you're probably going to have to do is, get these spokes serviced and retrued at some point. They're not the sturdiest spokes in the world, and they are also not rust resistant. These are probably going to get rusted up and may break on you further down the line. If we look at the cockpit here, we have some of these electronic parts as well as the grips. These are all sort of integrated and put in one, so if something goes wrong, you will have to go through Nakto to get replacements for these parts. Lastly, from there, if we look at the chain and derailleur, you may end up having some frame damage as the kickstand that comes on this bike is terrible, as you've just found. So the drive side of your bike may end up having some scratch and ding damage just from falling over all the time. Definitely may want to get a different kickstand for this bike. If we look at the rear right side of the bike, we notice we have this Shimano Derailleur. Now, this is a Shimano branded derailleur, so it is, decent quality, but it's pretty low on Shimano's ranking. So this derailleur, it probably won't age very well. It also has an integrated derailleur hanger on that derailleur. So if this part bends, you are going to have to get the whole derailleur replaced, which is a little unfortunate. One of the other unique things about this bike is it is a 6-speed bike. So finding 6-speed components, if they ever do go wrong, aren't as readily available as, like 7, 8, or 9 speeds. So that is something else to consider as well. This rack is also, it appears to be proprietary to the Nakto bike with the way it mounts and straps to the frame. So if anything does go wrong with that rack, again, you are going to have to go through Nakto to get replacement parts for it. And that is just about it. Those are going to be your main sources of ailment on your Nakto electric bike. Thanks for joining us. Hope you have a great day.